Hi friends, welcome to my video. In this video, we'll see how to deploy your Flutter application on your WordPress website by hosting it on a Firebase project. So let's begin. So in this tutorial, we'll see to deploy application which I have developed earlier and hosted on my website, which is basically to get a response in speech from a Flutter application. So that application I have started in my Android Studio. So you can copy paste the details given in this page in your Android Studio and try to run it and see how it comes up. So I've just now started in a local host right now to test how the application works. So just give it a few seconds. Okay.
Incrementing the counter to 1. Incrementing the counter to 2.
Perfect. So application works fine. So I'll just close it for now. So this is a local deployment, but now we'll deploy it in a Firebase project. Okay. So for that, you have to go to build and click here and click on build web inside the Flutter option. So it will take a while and it will build a web version which can be deployed in a web host server. So to access the build web version, just go to your folder wherever you have saved this particular project, and inside that there will be a build option. Go inside that and there will be a web folder. Go inside that. So this is the folder which we'll need to access it. So we'll do one thing. We'll copy this folder and we'll go to another folder where we'll create probably a new project. Say for example, hosting or deploying Flutter app, and I'll just paste it over here. Yes, perfect. Now we'll be using this Firebase command line tool CLI commands to deploy it. So for that, I'll just go to this particular page. So we'll be following the steps given in this particular page of Firebase hosting. I'll give this link in my description below. So if you scroll down over here, they have mentioned the steps. So first step is install the Firebase CLI. So just follow these steps to get this CLI.exe whatever I have just shown, and after that we'll follow the next step. Set up the project directory in your init folder. So okay, do one thing, open the command line CLI command prompt and go to that folder wherever you have that exe of Firebase CLI, and then just run that. Okay, so after running it, it may take a while to execute and then log in to check your credentials. So checking your Firebase credentials, it may take a while, and once it's done, it will give you a prompt where we can execute our further queries. So next query is we can set up a project which is like Firebase init. So this is what we have to do. So we'll just copy this and I'll go back to my command window. So it is still checking the credentials. We may have to wait for a while over here. Just to note, if it's the first time, it will ask you to log in your browser. So the steps will be given in this particular link over here. I'm not getting into the details, but yeah, it's pretty much straightforward. So let's wait for it to verify the credentials. Perfect. It looks like my credentials are verified. So if I scroll up, so already logged in as my programmable 1990 blah blah, and yeah, all the things looks good. So now I'll just paste this command Firebase init whatever I just copied from here and press enter. So it may take a while again. So if I go back to that folder, so what will happen is it will create the JSON file over here in this particular. Okay, so I don't want to do it in this level. I want to do it inside this. So I'll do one thing. I'll just cancel this for now about it. Yeah, I'll go inside this. So for that, I'll have to do perfect. And over here, I run that command Firebase init. So I want that JSON file firebase.json to be created over here. So just click Y and it will ask you for all the settings what you want to do. So I'll go step by step here. So the it's asking which Firebase feature do you want to set up for this directory, and here it will give you different options which you can scroll and get it. So I'll let me make it a little bigger over here. Yeah, so I would think I will just scroll to the probably what I need is I need this hosting, right? Hosting, configure files for Firebase hosting, optionally set up GitHub. So I'll not do that, but I'll just do hosting. So I'll just press cross, that means it gets selected, and press enter. Okay, so yeah, and then what's it asking, use an existing project or create a new project. I'll go with an existing project. It doesn't matter, you can and then it will give you a list of projects which are available in my account. So I think I will use my project, the last one. It doesn't matter, you can use any project over here. Then it's asking what do you want to use as your public directory. So I want to use my web, not a public by default. So configured as a single page rewrite URLs. I don't think it matters, but I'll just go for no. Set up automatic builds and deploy with GitHub. No, because I'm not trying to configure GitHub right now. Load this already exists. Override. I think no, because I want to use my thing. So this JSON file will get created. Okay. Now the next step is step number 2 is done. Now next step is we can, it's optional but it's recommended, right? So we can test it. So just run this. So it's starting the emulator, and so what it's giving is it's giving me a link. So just press on that. Perfect.
Incrementing the counter to 1. Incrementing the counter to 2.
So if I minimize this, so it has created a local server for now, which is like for a preview, and it works fine. So if it works fine, then only proceed. If it doesn't work fine, then there is some problem with your local app, and you should first fix that. Okay, so I'll go back to the this list and then deploy your site. So for deploy, this is the command. So just Control C, come back here and just click on this. It may take a while again to deploy, but it will now push everything in your project folder. So I'll do one thing. I'll also open my Firebase console in parallel. So it's uploading around, like taking a bit of time. And here you can see all my projects. So my project is where we are trying to host it. So if you go here, and you should get a hosting here. If you don't get this, yeah, look for it and click over here, and you should get your project which is hosted over here. So if you see, it has created a hosting, and it gives you 2 domains by default. You can click on any one of them. Say for example, first one, if I click, and it will take you to this place, and yeah,
incrementing the counter to 1. Incrementing
perfect.
the counter to 2.
So it's a public URL which you can copy and share with anyone. Say for example, so this is the public URL which you can share with anyone. So this is the URL what we'll use now to host it on our WordPress page. So let me start my WordPress page creation. So I have logged into my programmable WP admin WordPress admin portal, and here I'm trying to create a sample page. So sample Flutter application deployment or hosting on Firebase server sample page. I'll do one thing. I'll remove the sample first from the here. Yeah. And over here we have to do nothing, but now we'll use a widget of HTML type. So let me search that custom HTML, and over here we can include a iframe. So I'm just pasting the template, and here we have to test this with my Firebase app URL. So this is my URL. So this I just copy, go back here and paste it completely, and that's all. I guess if I can publish, so then let me see how it comes up. I'll just view page. Of course I will I'll provide this link also in my description below.
Incrementing the counter to 1. Incrementing the counter to 2.
So if you can see, the application is hosted on a Firebase server, and I'm able to access it in my programmable.co portal over here for further use. So that's all I wanted to show you. The steps for hosting the Flutter app on Firebase console is given in this description. So you have to just first install the CLI command for Firebase, then use the Firebase init, which will create a JSON file in your folder, and then you can test it by running it in a local environment, and then deploy it using Firebase deploy. That's all. And then once you deploy, you'll get the URL over here in the command line. Also, you'll get a URL through which you can access your web app, and then you can use this in your any page. It could be WordPress, or it could be any other website to host it. So that's all. I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions or suggestions, then please put it in the comment section below, and if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.